age. All right, Kim Smith, thank you for tuning in. All right, okay, so YouTube.
Is it you want it over? See, I told you
What?
this in the way.
Well, push that up a little bit more. That's why I got extended legs. How about that? Oh, you could bring it forward. And no, it's not. That's the chair.
No, that's this.
Oh, well, this perfect
All
right
right, that's
there.
perfect.
Perfect
Okay.
right there. That's right.
All
See,
right.
perfect. Look at that view. Look at that. Look at the earth behind us. Y'all know we sitting on top of the moon right now. We sitting on top of the moon right now. Brother Dinker,
Hmm.
say
Hey,
hi to
wait,
the
wait, hold on,
people.
hold on. This thing is floating. No, I'm just kidding.
We sitting on. Hey, who said that when you sit on top of the or you're out in space that you're really floating? How do we know that's true? Did y'all ever ask yourself questions like, is that really true? How we just know? We just believe anything they tell us. Suppose we could walk on top of this planet right here. Suppose we could just, walk. We could walk over the earth. Suppose it's not 100 light years away. Suppose it's maybe, you know what I mean? 1 light year away. You know what I mean? 1 day light year away. Come on now. We believe everything they tell us. That's not good. Hey, Nona McDaniel, little sister, how are you? All right, family. Let's get on to the show. Now, tonight we're going to be talking. First of all,
How
welcome to
y'all
the
doing,
Spiritual
YouTube?
Vault on YouTube. YouTube, y'all behind. Facebook is 20 minutes in. I'm exaggerating, y'all.
Nah, they only like two.
Yeah, only about 5 minutes in. But YouTube, welcome to the Spiritual Vault. I'm Nikki Love. I'm Wunam, aka Nikki Love, your
It won't even
African
show.
indigenous traditional healer.
Ah.
Come on, brother Dinkwa.
Oh.
What are you doing? Come on.
And our brother Adinkra, your African indigenous
Stop worrying
traditional
about
healer.
getting on YouTube so goddamn much and
I
do
ain't
what you
worried about.
introduce yourself.
I'm trying to find the spot. I mean the channel so I can get to the thing.
All right. Okay, y'all. I'm always messing him, but don't let him fool you. He's acting all shy in front of the camera, acting like he's so innocent, but y'all just don't understand. Off the camera, the worst. You hear what I'm saying? Like to start trouble and everything. All right. Peace and blessings, Kylie Jones. All right, Ken.
Oh
Ken.
shit.
Let's get this straight, Ken. I said leave her alone. Ken, Jaleesa, tell on Ken, what is he doing to you? Tell me what he's doing to you. Tell me what Ken is doing to you. Star Sirius, thank you for tuning in. All right. Okay, family. Since we got YouTube on the line, we got Facebook on the line. The topic tonight is understanding your spiritual enemy and how do you determine whether it's spirit speaking to you or thoughts? Is it spirit or is it thoughts? Okay. That was a question that one of my daughters brought up to me, right? How do you know whether it's spirit or thoughts, right? So we're gonna answer that in a little while. But YouTube, I see y'all filling up. Y'all really, really doing nothing tonight. Are y'all happy that y'all get a break and just relax at home? Tell me, y'all, what y'all think. What's going on in the neck of your hood? What's going on in your house? How do you feel? Are you enjoying this break away from not having to go to work and everything shut down and people off the streets at a certain time? We went to Home Depot tonight and they was like not having it
It
at
was like it
six
was.
o'clock.
Yeah, it was packed in there.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. They was closed. You hear what I'm saying? I
Oh
was like, well,
yeah, yeah,
damn.
they closed early. I meant the other one was packed. Lowe's was packed.
Lowe's was packed. Right.
Packed like sardines.
Come on, family. We got YouTube. We got Facebook. What is going on in your neck of the hoods? We like to let people know. If you're in Ohio, say in Ohio, we are on shutdown. If we're in New York, we're on shutdown. If we're in Georgia, we're on shutdown. So where you all at tonight, let everybody know because some people, are curious. Some people got family. They can't get in touch with them. So we like to be able to, kind of put it out there. All right. And the other thing, are y'all tired of coronavirus, COVID-19? Ain't y'all tired of hearing that every day, every minute, every second?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like the only thing they talk about. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I'm tired of talking about this shit.
You go on the phone, you're Googling it. Oh, coronavirus, this is shut down. That's more people got this, this going on, that. You understand? And then, yeah, oh, COVID, oh, 2000, another celebrity got it. Okay. So, are y'all
Can-
tired of hearing it? Go ahead.
Candy Rain say, I'm in Cali on shutdown. People only halfway listening. They only halfway listening?
So people still running the streets. They're saying, I don't give a goddamn about your shut down, shut up, whatever it is. They're saying, I'm going to do what I want to do. And those will be the ones who'll be out when right at the moment when they spraying goddamn chemical trails to make yourself get the goddamn COVID-19. Thinking you're goddamn grown and smart. Oh, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Go ahead and do what you want to do. You go right ahead.
They was out spraying tonight, boy. I don't know. They was out there tough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They was out there spraying. Not tonight, but earlier today. They was out there spraying. They was spraying. What is that? They was
What?
spraying the chemtrails.
Right. Okay,
North
so
Carolina. North Carolina shut down. Dang. At 5 p.m.
oh yeah, that's early.
They
Excuse
ain't
me, y'all.
playing no game.
Shit, I feel like I want to shut down right about now, but we had to come on here because we didn't come on yesterday. Star Sirius says that's a good question. How do you distinguish between the two? We're gonna get into that soon.
All
Okay.
right, we want y'all to do us a favor. Everybody on Facebook, what they do on Facebook again? We want y'all to start a watch party, and everybody on YouTube share this live to y'all Facebook. All right,
All right.
and
All
so
right. So, um,
and hit the like button.
let me get on
Hit the like
Facebook and see
button.
what
Hey
people
Raymond,
some
hit the
people are
like button.
saying. Okay. We got Charity that joined us. Okay. We got Tasha says I still have to go to work, but we did get this past Friday off of my job. Peace, everyone. Okay, that's a good question. Sick of this shit, all that chicken shit. Michael Darius, you are really upset. You are really upset. I know that's right. It seems like they just pounding it in your head, right? It's like you constantly, COVID-19,
Hmm.
coronavirus, da 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 da. It's
And
constantly.
you know who is scaring the most? Is scaring the elderly people are
Yeah.
scared to death.
Yeah.
I see elderly people out in the daytime and they just staying away from everybody. They going extra, like they going. We was at the grocery store. This lady went about 60 feet up out the way to make a huge circle around us, and she had on her little. She didn't
Had
have a
her
mask
little
on. She was doing like this.
this had her little had her little cut
She was
shirt
like
covering her
she
nose.
was not playing.
My
She
shit, if you're
like
gonna do all that, just stay home. I mean, you gotta
yeah.
do all of that. Stay home. You know what I mean?
They a lot of people out here with their masks, and their gloves on,
Right.
you know. So it's like you go to the gas station, they have a tape like everybody gotta stand like
10
10 feet,
feet
like
behind the
10
tape.
feet away from the cash register, while the person in front is next to, like, in front of the cashier. And they hung these little plexiglass things on the ceiling in front of the cashier, and you gotta slide. You gotta slide the stuff under there and stuff. So they, like, people are really not, they like these businesses, they gonna get their money, and they're
Exactly.
gonna appear to be safe.
All right, so we got Sherry Cotton from Pittsburgh. What's going on in your neck of the hood, my sister? Okay, Michael Darius. So he already said Matthew Holloman, welcome. Cataway, welcome. Peace and blessings, family. All right, family. The other thing I want to ask you all: how many of you all, okay, are pretty much feeling like this is pretty much because they've been putting videos all around. How many of y'all feel like it's a hoax? Like they're just doing too much? How many of y'all feel like that? Okay, because we've been getting all kind of, Nikki, everybody want to send you messages in your messenger inbox, and I'm getting all these videos now. Oh, it's a hoax. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. CDC's lying. Da, 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 da. I'm getting all, and
Hmm.
I'm like, I had to tell somebody the other day, please don't put that. I don't want to hear no more. I did, and I said I'm not trying
They
to be
wear you out.
rude, but I don't want to hear no more about the coronavirus or the COVID-19.
Hmm.
I have your ass dreaming about it because I actually had a dream about it last night.
Really?
Yeah. It's ridiculous, y'all.
And Candy Rain says with them same gloves touching everything and still not being sanitary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, family. So tell us what y'all think. Do y'all think this is real or do you think it's fake? What do you think is taking place with this COVID-19 corona? Because a lot of people just like really, and then you got the ones who are scared. They're saying it's martial law because they're shutting everything down. I mean, come on, man.
And everywhere,
Hmm.
everybody I talk to is crazy because everybody I talk to, they say they're going in the stores and nothing. It's nothing in the stores, but when we go in the stores, we got videos where it's a lot of stuff in the stores.
Get this, y'all.
You know what I mean?
Y'all know that
We might
Georgia.
even put up a little excerpt of it, just a little. What you think?
Yeah, we'll put that up after we get off.
But we ain't gonna tell y'all the stuff we're going to just in case you're in Georgia. Try to get all the
Get all
food.
the stuff, food. But listen, y'all. Now watch this. I was reading the list in Georgia, the Republican goddamn state that got about 100% black folk in the city of Atlanta. Okay, has the nerve to say they skipped over Georgia when it came to people who can pay their mortgage late, no court dates, no evictions taking place. Georgia's the only state that ain't on there. Can y'all believe that?
I can believe it.
I could believe it too, because Georgia's a republic. So they ain't get goddamn about no children, no nothing here in Georgia. Georgia's the worst when it comes to that. Okay, we're saying that. I'm just like, really? And then you got Hobby Lobby talking about they don't want to close down because his wife had a revelation.
Vision. Jesus gave her a vision
Whatever the hell.
that his employees need to work.
Yeah, well, his employees need to work. Let me tell y'all something. I will never, from this day on, shop at Hobby Lobby. Okay, I will never, because we used to go to Hobby Lobby, get our little coupons, all the stuff you see us creating. Hobby Lobby. Guess what? They can kiss my natural black ass. Because at the end of the day, how dare you want to keep your store? And you're $1 billion company, and you still want to keep your store open? Really? You don't care about the people?
Candy Rain made a great point. She said, "I feel like they spraying stuff to make it real." She said everybody already had them same symptoms back in December. So shoot. Eric McFarland says, "I believe it's fake. They want us in fear." Helen H says, "I'm sick of hearing about it too." What are you gonna say?
I feel the same way. I swear. Last night I felt overwhelmed. I normally can control my emotions. My son told me to cut the TV off all today and watch movies and whatever. Okay, Majestic Ross said fake is a mother effo. Okay, now Cataway, tell me how old was your uncle? How old was your uncle? Because you said, and I'm sorry to hear that. We send condolences to you. You said your uncle passed away this morning from it. So tell me, how old is your uncle?
And what I feel like they're doing is when people have other complications and they pass from it, they automatically say it was COVID-19.
Right. All
He
right.
was 75.
All right. So did he have, because what Spirit is showing me kind of way, he had some other health complications.
And they say those are the most of the people that pass away from it that have health complications.
Why do I see he had cancer of the stomach and the colon going down his, that's what I see with your uncle. So actually, if he got it, it was on top of what he already had. That's what I'm seeing, Cataway. I could be wrong. I don't profess to be 100% right, but I do see that, okay? DJ Russell, thank you for joining. Cataway, okay, my uncle. All right. Nivek, let me say it right. Nivek Unfathomable is watching. Thank you for tuning in. All right, Majestic Rob, why do you feel it's fake? And then we'll get on to the topic. How do you tell the difference between spirit and thoughts?
All right. And Aya Ashe twice says, "I think it's real, but it's more of an attack on a weak immune system. I heard the 5G theory, and it makes a lot of sense. Every time there's a change in the electromagnetic wave, a pandemic occurs." Candy Rain says, "Hobby Lobby got caught with stolen Egyptian artifacts. Maybe that's why they stopped selling it."
Are you sure about that? Because I used to buy all my Egyptian artifacts from Hobby Lobby. Were they stolen? Is that true? Because if that's true and they stole them, where did they steal them from? Where they steal them from? Because I got them right sitting over here.
They probably buying a bunch of stolen stuff from people in Egypt. I don't know. Nisha Nanny says, "I was wondering if it's a possibility that it's a distraction, but also they're using a virus to attack us while we're going through these awakenings and changes in our DNA to keep people vibrating low." That's what I feel too.
What?
That they're using this to attack people that are going through that spiritual change in their DNA.
Mm-hmm.
You got spiritual change. Your DNA is changing. Let me hit you with this. Yeah, you got it.
You can't control the very thing that you're a part of. You can try. You can manipulate the forces of it. But it has to happen naturally. This happens every 25,920 years. So with saying that, family, it's sort of one of those things where you can't control that. You know what I mean? Come on now.
Candy Rain says, "Spiritually, I see people are dying, and the hospitals are saying it's from COVID-19."
Okay. All right. All right.
Helen H says both my cousins are in the hospital in Detroit, and they both had caught before, and I don't know. I guess you meant caught it before. They both had caught it before, and they got diagnosed with the coronavirus. COPD. They both had COPD.
So they already had COPD, which is chronic
What was it?
obstructive pulmonary disease,
Mm-hmm.
which affects the lungs. So it just made it worse when they got COVD. All right.
Candy Rain says it's true. They got seized by the FBI.
Oh, really? Candy Rain, I need to find out. I wonder where they got it from. Because if they got it from Egypt, I sure got some of them on my doggone shrine right now. Because I used to buy them all out. All out. That's right. I used to go to Hobby Lobby, and as soon as they would put them up, I would buy all the ones on the shelf. Yep.
Where's the did she ever answer you?
Who?
Oh, she didn't answer.
Who?
Cataway. Oh, right there.
My first cousin's a doctor, and she told me today it's real. Stay in.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if she actually answered what she said. What you said
Well,
about
I know another doctor who told me they went on the CD site and they're saying something else.
the CDC. He said that the numbers are being exaggerated by the media. He
Right,
said if you go
right.
on the CDC site, they got the real numbers.
Right, exactly. Okay. All right, family. So, Brother Dinkra, let's talk about your topic first.
Wunam. Okay.
Tell me this, Brother Dinkra. When you say understanding your spiritual enemy,
Mm-hmm.
only spiritual enemy I know is them goddamn demons. So, I make me understand what you're talking about. How do we understand our spiritual
So
enemy?
what I mean by understanding your spiritual enemy, a lot of times we'll come in contact with people, right? That we just don't vibe with, and it's something about them. Like we don't have a, have you ever been around a person, you be like, I don't have a reason not to like this person, but it's something about them that I just don't like, and you can't put your finger on it. And then maybe about 2 or 3 months later, they do something, and then you be like, that's what it was. And what it is your spiritual, your high vibration is tuning in to their lower frequency, right? And they're seeing things that they don't like, but you don't know what it is subconsciously. And a lot of times that happens with people that have demons on them, because a lot of times we'll come across people that we see have a bunch of demons, and we're not even doing nothing to them. We're being nice to them, being respectable to them, and what'll happen is they just start like coming at
Bucking.
us for no reason, and
Bucking.
then we start looking at them, and then we'll start seeing that spirit or that demon in them, and they'll try to hide. Once we start looking, they'll try to hide it, but we already seeing it, and oh, okay, that's what it is. You got a demon in you. I usually don't say nothing. I just look, and I say, okay. But her, she'll be like, you got a goddamn demon in you. I'm going to kick that demon's ass if you don't fucking act right. I'd be like, oh, my God. My baby be telling them they got demons in them.
Let me tell you something. I don't like them, and they know that. They know that I don't like them, and there's many times, and we're going to do a show about this in the near future, how to recognize the different type of demons, okay? If we didn't already do that. But I'm talking about physical, how you can see them in people's bodies, how you'll understand what they look like. All right, so Kyle Q Pittman says, 2,000 deaths in the USA. Everything is closed. Don't make sense. So, hey, April, how are you? So, do y'all think? Because everybody's scared, like it's martial shutdown, martial law, whatever the hell it is. What do y'all think? Because I don't know about that. Okay. All right. Now, pretty much back to Brother Dinkra's topic. Um, as well as all of this is going on physically, we still have to pay attention to what's going on spiritually. You know, in African traditions, we say everywhere there's sky, there's spirit. Okay. Now, as well as we're looking at all that's going on, that's negative, or negative energy. We're not looking at the positive energy. I don't know if you all seen the post I put up, but a couple weeks ago, I was telling everybody they got to stop killing my brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Stop killing my brothers and sisters. And who do I speak of? I speak of the trees. Those are our brothers and sisters because trees have spirits too. Okay? Let's not get it confused. There's an African proverb, everywhere there's sky, there's spirit. So everything has a spirit. or energy or inyama. Okay, so with saying that, family, what we got to understand is that as well as we're seeing this go on, there's other things going on we need to pay attention to. Because now, I put up an article. Atlanta is honing out a whole area where they're regrowing trees at. Not only that, they have set aside a park which is all free fruit and vegetables that you want. And I think it's still supposed to be like 140 acres. So we're saying that, family, we're so focused on what's going on negatively. What are they doing positively? Which confirms what we've been telling you all. This transformation, they have to get it right. Their
Hmm.
doing will be their very own undoing. And let me tell you something. It looks all bad, but it's not. You want to add to that?
Yeah. So what I noticed too is I know that I know that they know that we're coming into awakening, and people are waking up at an alarming rate to
Yeah.
the point where it's freaking them out that so many people are coming out the church, and it doesn't bother them that a lot of people are coming out the church. It's the race of people that's coming out the church that bothers them, because we control the frequency of this planet. You feel what I'm saying? So as we elevate, everybody else elevates. As we stop believing in Jesus, everybody else stop believing in Jesus.
Who said we control the
I
frequency of
know
this
we
planet?
control the frequency of
Who
the
told
planet.
you that
You
lie?
know how I know?
How you know?
Because when
You an
every
alien?
no, because because everything that we make popular, everything that we dictate to other people of what we like and what we say, even the way we talk is mimic, and it spreads like wildfire around the earth.
So are you saying that we as a black people are influencers?
Yeah, we're influencers. Our culture influenced the planet.
What's your thoughts on that, people? What's your thoughts on that? All right. Okay. We're gonna take some thoughts. What are they saying over there on YouTube? Hey YouTube. Hey Facebook.
And I want to get into what your topic is, which is it thought or is it spirit? Is it thought or is it spirit?
You know, how do we distinguish the two? Each of us has many different gifts. You're Clara, or what they say, Clara Audient,
Hmm.
right?
I have visions, but not like you. You be
Right. So you can hear. So tell me what you hear when you hear these spirits speak.
most of the time. Like for me, I know because I recognize they recognize the outer spirits or demons, like that, because we always fighting them. It's easier for us to recognize demons in people, right?
Hmm.
So a lot of times I can recognize when a demon is talking, but a person that may not, that is spiritual but don't do a lot of spiritual work, or don't help remove demons or fight demons and stuff like that, they might not recognize it as quickly, or they might not recognize it at all. But what I notice is, like with me, with a spirit, like when my spirits are talking to me, most of the time it's gonna be in a positive light, or they're gonna be telling me certain things about a person, when I'm reading them. But most of the time I don't get that when I'm alone, or like, say, if I'm upset about something, that's when they come. Or if me and you say we have a disagreement, it might not be an argument, but it might be a disagreement about something, and then they'll be like, yeah, she be on this, she doing this, she doing that. They just talk to you, and they tell you a bunch of negative shit, and I just know it's them, and then a lot of times, sometimes I look and I see them, like they'll flee. You know what I mean? So a lot of
Excuse me.
times,
AC just came on.
a lot of
Okay.
times, what happens is
Hmm.
the frequency in the room will change too, and you'll notice your thoughts. You'll notice the frequency in your thoughts are lower, because they'll come as they'll start talking to you.
Kenneth Copeland told his congregation to bring their money to the church and slip it under the door. Kenneth Copeland must have lost his goddamn mind. The hell? People need their money to do what they got to do. That's ridiculous. But anyway,
Yeah, well, you seen
um,
what you
what?
call it said.
Who? Creflo Dollar?
Creflo Dollar.
What did Creflo say?
He was just saying, keep he said keep doing your tithes or something. I don't know. But he put out a statement saying they need to keep paying their 10%
Him too.
tithes.
He must have lost his goddamn mind. Ain't nobody paying shit. They might need their money to bounce up out of here. All right, family. So let's go back to what we were talking about. Now, pretty much, there's two. Now he says Clara Ording. He can hear spirits, right? So now I have the gift to hear, see, call, do everything, right? So pretty much, how do you distinguish the two? Now, let's use an example real quick. Everybody, all human beings have a natural intuition. Have a natural intuition. So some are stronger than others. So with us, pretty much, our gifts are stronger than others. Mine's is stronger than his. He can't see, but I can see. A lot of times, I'll know the difference because I use my thoughts. My thoughts, when they speak to me, they're coming from here. Okay? When it's spirit, they come here, which is my first eye. Okay, so with saying that, as soon as the AC coming, it must be dust. It might have to be changed. But soon as
Oh,
with saying that, I know the difference between my thoughts and spirit because I can also hear spirits. And like he said, you'll know if it's spirits if it's telling you something negative, right? Your thoughts pretty much is that inner voice, okay, that pretty much comes from your brain, okay? And the voices that I hear come from here. And it may sound weird to somebody, but that's how I'm able to see with my first eye, right? So when I hear and I hear these voices that are talking to me, whether they're good or bad, okay, I hear them here. I don't hear them here, on in my brain or my ear. You got what I'm saying? It sounds weird, but it is what it is. We all again have a natural intuition, but usually your thoughts are not going to stir you wrong or say anything wrong, right? Let me explain that to you. If you feel like, for instance, I'm gonna tell you like this, because we all have a good side and a bad side, and a bad side or that evil side or that good evil side is what these beings or these malevolent demons attach themselves to. Okay. And what happens is when you hear that side that says, just to say, for instance, well, my thoughts, they told me to kill myself. That's not your thoughts. That's demons. Your inner thoughts are not going to stir you wrong. You will not get wrong information from your inner thoughts, you're thinking. But when you hear that negative, that's coming from them beings that attach to that energy. Because again, we all have to balance. Remember, we have a good and we have a bad side, right? And then we got the balance. So they attach to that side. That's that evil, that evil side that all of us has in us. I don't care what you say, how you put it, but we can have an evil side to us. So when we hear those voices and they're not righteous, right? Those are spirits. When you hear your thoughts and your thoughts will tell you, hey, don't go that way because there might be an accident up the street. That's your thoughts, and they're coming from your brain, or you know what I mean. But usually, spirit, I hear it here.
And Candy Rain says, I strongly believe if we energize the vortex with dance to the ancestors and rising up the ancestors right now, we could really turn this thing around. Candy Rain, you bring up a good point. I remember reading. I remember reading American history, and they used to talk about the Native Americans, and the Native Americans, when it wasn't raining, they needed it to rain. They would do rain dances, and it was working. But they would say, it didn't work or whatever. But they would always say that the Europeans would always say it didn't work, but they outlawed it.
Because it worked. Just like we use that. What's that thing over there? Is it over there in the corner?
Yeah, no, it ain't there. Them kids probably had. If it's not working, there's no need to outlaw it. You know what I'm saying? So it just proves that, like, if people get together and they raise up the frequency and the vibration of the earth, or they're tapping into something spiritual, they can make they can make whatever they want happen.
That's right. All right. Majestic Ross says, my spirit tells me, look at this. I got y'all saying my spirit tells me. My spirit tells me there's bigger things at play here because big CEOs are stepping down in exterior. They distracting us from our spiritual right. Majestic, where you been at? We talked about this last week. You all late. You all late. We talked about that. Somebody asked us about they're being forced to step down. Now, if you all notice too, they're talking about $1 trillion. You understand? What is it? $1 trillion they're giving away for
It's 2
the
trillion
stimulus, or $2 trillion.
for the
Why?
coronavirus relief.
For the coronavirus. Let me tell you something. As we told you all last week, their doing will be their very own undoing. We must understand, as all this is going on, they are being talked to, okay, reprimanded, whoever you want to believe it is, but we told y'all it was the cosmic beings, right? Some people have a hard time fathoming that in their minds, but that's your problem, not mine. Okay? We're saying that they are being forced to do what's righteous. You're talking about for the last couple of years the exposure of pedophiles. Trump said he was going to get them pedophiles, remember? So remember, there's a lot that has to be taken care of. So while they're doing this over here, they're letting you know they got to get it right. They got to get it right, Majestic Ra. Okay?
Candy Rain says the I guess she meant Democrats created the stimulus. It does not help. It does not help the people.
Say that again?
She said the Democratic. I guess she meant Democrat. The Democrats created the stimulus. It does not help the people.
I mean, it is what it is. My thing is, you know what I say, when you walk outside, you walk into yourself. Nature provides everything that you need to sustain life. And when we was in Walmart tonight, they had a whole section of, different plants, or everything. You go have your own garden. Go grow your own fruit. But let me tell y'all what was crazy. What I peeped, they had genetically modified seeds.
No, and then they had the plant. I remember they said.
It's with non-GMO, but I didn't tell you when I was looking
yeah.
over by the seeds, because I was like, I should grow my own peppers or some peppers. Let me do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, let me get it. Then I thought about it. I said, I don't know about that because they doing too much right now. They spraying too much.
You got to get the ones that come from
No. Well,
I forgot what they call it. It's some kind of seeds will tell you that they came from the plant and they're
not genetically modified. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I ain't growing nothing right now, y'all. I'm not putting nothing outside because when I was also out there, all I seen was lines up in the sky. So what is exactly that y'all doing? And then my ears start itching. I know there's a lot of pollen out, but I don't know if I want to grow anything. They might try to come put something in my
Yeah, it is
garden.
heirloom seeds. That's what it's called. I couldn't
Okay.
think of the name of it, but anyway, yeah, heirloom seeds.
All right. So they don't have those at
Heirloom.
Walmart though. You hear what I'm saying? All right. And why do you see Ogu Elrod? Blessings, welcome. Dwayne Mullins, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. Deontay. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me go back. Hey, Michelle, Laura. Hey, King and Queen. We watching, and my fiance said to adjust your camera because we can't see Nikki. Y'all can't see me. Who can see me on Facebook? Whoever's on Facebook, if y'all can't see me, let me know.
That's probably it. Might be from. Usually, it does that when you do
What?
when you share the video.
Turn it sideways, Deontay.
No, when you share when you tell them to share the
Share.
video on there. I forgot what it's called.
All right, so Nichelle Kilpatrick. Okay, Majestic Ross says, and why do you see all these people at the grocery store, but all these other stores are shutting down? That's bullshit. What do you see? Tell me what your spirit says, Majestic Ross.
That's the stimulus.
What, you know what I'm saying? So tell me what you see, because people scared to run out of food. People scared they're gonna starve to death. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Majestic Ross, it is what it is. They're going to go to the grocery. They're going to buy it. First of all, I couldn't understand and fathom why they were buying all the tissue, which is all good, right? But, I mean, why wouldn't you buy food instead of tissue? Because you could use paper towels. You could use wipes. You know what I mean? You buying up all the tissue. Not only that, you ain't buying no healthy food. Somebody put a post up on one of the things. You ain't bought no vitamins to boost your immune system. But you buying all the tissue? Come on now.
Erica McFarlane says, spiritually seeing, I believe it's a string attached to the stimulus checks they given.
All right. So, Deantrone, it may be your phone. You might need to turn it sideways, okay? Majestic Ross says the virus is about population control. What you think about that? I don't know about that, Majestic Ross. I don't know
Um,
about that.
I think the numbers of people dying are exaggerated.
But we've heard population control. We've heard martial law. I need y'all to tap into your first eye. It's your first eye, not your third eye. Okay? First eye. Because you're always going to be spiritual first. When your body leaves you, you're going to be spiritual. So it's your first eye. And I want you to tell me what you really, really feel in your hearts and souls and what you see.
Candy Rain says them checks ain't enough. They're only going to allow getting the stimulus digitally or physically. The physically means chip maybe.
And that's another thing, chips. I mean, we can actually see that technology is definitely evolving and making itself present over the years, okay? Which is quite natural. Robots, you got all kind of robots. You even got stripper robots. Stripper robots. I ain't never, seen no shit like that, but they got stripper robots, okay?
They working on. They actually, they actually because this is one thing they what this is why they're in a race to create the perfect robot that looks human and everything to with feel and all of that how it feels because they figure if they can get enough people if they can create a robot that looks human feels human acts like a man or acts like the opposite sex for the person that buys it they can reduce the population by that also
They have
because
no control.
they want people to have sex with the robots instead of the you know what I'm saying they really work. This is one of the things that they're working on too.
Let me just say something to my brothers. If I catch near one of my brothers using a goddamn robot to have sex, you know what, ladies? We gonna chop it off for them, okay? And I hope your goddamn penis gets stuck in the goddamn robot, cause that's some ridiculous, inhumane
You know,
bullshit.
you know what's gonna happen? Them niggas gonna get electrocuted. Why
They better not. I better not catch near one of my brothers having
they
no
gonna
sex
get
with no goddamn
electrocuted
robot.
having sex with a robot now.
The hell lost their goddamn mind having sex with a robot. These people done literally lost their goddamn minds. But let me tell you, they can do what they want to do. Because again, you got to remember, they are they're part of this earth, and you can't think that you're gonna, depopulate. Who gives you the goddamn right? Who do you think you are? You didn't create life, so you can't take life, and then you gonna try to stop life? Did you engineer the human being? No.
No, but they working on it.
They can work on all the goddamn what. Let me call up my Anunnaki brothers and sisters. Let me call up my Sumerian brothers and sisters. Let me tell them what they're trying to do.
You know what? You know what's interesting, right? We was watching what's the movie you told everybody to watch? We went ahead and watched it.
Jupiter ascending.
Yeah, Jupiter Ascending. We watched that the other night, and they said something that stuck to me. She said, the lady, she was an alien, and she said, she said, "What? How did y'all do that? By y'all? How did y'all control? How did y'all control something? I forgot what the conversation was, but she said, how did y'all do that with clones? She said, no, cloning doesn't really. Oh, I know it. She said cloning really doesn't work out because they she said that they die off or something like that. But it was interesting because it was like they saying they tried cloning, it doesn't work because and what they showed was in Jupiter Ascending was the key point that everybody missed in Jupiter Ascending was they were coming to the Earth, getting people, and they were using them as almost like a battery to allow themselves to recreate. Like instead of getting old, it would regenerate their cells. But the interesting thing to me was when they showed the first person that they had in there had in the tank that they would dissolve their body, and then they would use that the human race body to help regenerate their cells, and they would look young again, and the aliens were able to live like 10,000, 12,000, 14,000 years. They had a black man right there. And I noticed that I was like, oh, them motherfuckers. So it's like saying, oh, yeah, this is what we're doing. We're taking the melanated beings, and we're using their organs and their body to using their genetic material to make us live forever. That's what they were saying.
I'm not surprised.
And they had the reptilians in there,
They had the
and
reptilian
yeah, the
beings, yup,
Greys in there.
the
And so
Greys.
and they were all controlled by the Palladian beings.
Palladium, right. Go watch Jupiter Ascending again. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. You might have seen it, but go back and watch it again with understanding and an open mind. Nita Pepper, hey, how are you? All right, so now let's go on, family. Do you all remember the woman who called into the show? Excuse me. She was speaking of her experience of the alien agenda. I like to say our cosmic family because I communicate with some of them spiritually, telepathically. I've communicated with some of the beings from other planets. Okay. Now let's answer that question. Somebody just posted a question on Facebook. Before we go on, there's a message that she had given me to give you all from the Galactic Council, and we're gonna give you that message in a minute. What's the question?
Um.
Or Ptah Hotep. Comment.
Oh, okay. Let me read these real quick. Jules. What does it say? Jules self love goddess says y'all the only ones talking in high frequencies. Everyone else is on low. Okay. Patai Hotep says I feel like it's a plot to implement new technology that includes AI. Disagreeable reptilians in control of the world government are now in battle with the agreeable reptilians now here.
Who said they was in battle?
Ptahotep.
So the agreeables and the disagreeables are fighting, right? I
Hmm.
know they are. And see, this is what we're trying to tell the people. But we got a message on March 26, 2020, okay, from the elders of the seat of the council of the Galactic Federation. This is a time of reckoning and a time of judgment from all of the planet Earth. For all the atrocities that were committed, the poisoning of the earth and waters, the abominations and abnormalities, the abuse of children in various forms and abuse of power, punishment will be meted out accordingly, whether by plagues as a form of cleansing by storms, floods, typhoons, and volcanic eruptions. The era of men being in control of the planet Earth is over, and the women are now placed in charge once more. Yea, women are to nurture, replenish, balance, and use your creative energies to uplift and heal and transform the planet Earth. Planet Earth is placed in your hands so that you may collectively work together for the highest good of all, for the involvement of all. Hotep, salam, shalom, and many blessings to all. Oh, women, please continue to hold and uplift the planet with your sacred energies.
And that's a message from the
The
Galactic
the
Federation.
Galactic Federation, the seat of the council. Okay, and it was given to us by the sister who called into the show. If you all watched the show, now basically it sounds like they just confirmed what I've been telling you all for years. I told you all 5 years ago that the divine feminine energy was rising to bring back the balance to Earth. Do you all remember? Candy Rain, you've been with me for a long time, so you might remember. A couple of you been from the Blog Talk show. We talked about that. Okay. We also talked about the fact that they had to be responsible and that their doing was going to be their own undoing. So what this message basically is doing is confirming what we've been putting out there with our with our readings, okay? Stuff we've been telling you all is just confirming it.
Um, Patai Hotep says, I hear them at night. Turn everything off in your home and listen to the sky. My wife witnessed this with me. She hears it also. Sounds like low thunder. D Prince says, divine judgment.
That's right.
Brother Dinkra says, yes, indeed.
All right, y'all. A well-known minister, William Barnell, died at 81, New Orleans. Wondered if the ancestors took him due to karma. Angela D. Payne, elaborate on that. I
Is
don't know
that
who he is.
is that the one who in New Orleans?
Told him to drop the levies or something.
No, I was gonna say, but this other guy, I think he got killed. I was thinking about the preacher in New Orleans that was that he had AIDS
Uh-huh.
and he was sleeping with all his members in his congregation, all the female members, and he had got the daughter pregnant and the wife pregnant in the same family, and the husband found out, and he was HIV positive. He came and shot the preacher in front of everybody.
Oh, I heard about that. I heard
But
about
I was
that.
thinking about that, and then I was like, no, that can't be it
Hey Berkeley, hey Liggins,
because he
hey
died.
Shamsu, hey Azia, hey Neosha, hey Dina, hey family, all and know all is well. Okay. Now, um, elaborate on that for me, sister, because I Angela, because I don't know who he is. If I'm not mistaken, is that the one who told him to drop the? I don't know. But New Orleans, it's okay. This is the other thing we need to talk about, family. Tornadoes. Watch the weather.
Hmm.
Now, remember I told you all a couple of weeks ago there was violent weather coming down, right?
Hmm.
But behind this violent weather, we're going to know there's going to be a spiritual, a physical war that's taking place with the cosmic beings and the earthly beings, the human beings. So as you see this violent weather take place now, they're talking about some serious tornadoes. You ain't seeing nothing. You ain't trying to look out. Now, when you hear a tornado actually sounds like a train.
Hmm.
Anybody ever been in a tornado? You watch a warning.
Hmm.
When you hear them coming, they sound like a goddamn train, almost
Yeah.
close to a train or earthquake. Very, very powerful. Now, while this is taking place, because you're talking about a lot of tornadoes in Iowa, different places, right? Y'all know they had a tornadoes in Tennessee, Nashville last week. A couple people died. A lot of stuff going on. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna hide behind these tornadoes while this is going on. While you think it's a thunderstorm or a bad thunderstorm or a tornado, they throwing down.
Hmm.
Okay, they're throwing down.
Remember last week I kept saying I keep seeing like judgment is coming to New Orleans and all kind of like just havoc being wreaked
Mm-hmm.
through New Orleans,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
it
Texas, you said
yeah,
Texas
and
too.
Texas too. But it's funny because I kept seeing we kept reading about New Orleans is they saying that they got the most cases of the COVID-19 or have you said, but I don't know. I think
Now
it's
that's karma.
I just think it ties into what a lot of stuff that's coming. Like because Spirit kept telling me that people gonna be dropping like flies, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if that Spirit way of what they were talking about or what, but they just kept showing me that people gonna be dropping like flies. Eveline Elena says, "Peace. Do you feel like something big is about to happen?" Bigger than what's happening right now. I just got this sensation today. Something is coming.
You know, I do feel like that. I do feel like in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, we're gonna wake up and it's gonna be a whole new earth.
Hmm.
I feel like it's just gonna be like you woke up and it's gonna be different. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. Hermetic King, I've been hearing a lot of low frequency in my ear. Yeah, you know what? I've been hearing that too.
Yeah, me too.
I heard some low frequency last night.
I've been hearing it for this the first day that I didn't hear no frequencies in my ear. All this week I've been hearing them.
Right. Anybody else been hearing low frequency?
Uh,
Um, this is because you got to remember they're here. Don't get it confused. For those who do not believe, I don't know what to tell you, but I know what I know, what I know, what I know, and I know I see them, I hear them, and I know they're here on this earth, and I can recognize them too for who they are.
hmm.
So we're saying that we got to understand there's this war going on right now. People's panicking. They're beating you over the head, under the feet, in your stomach with this COVID-19 and coronavirus. But y'all better pay attention to what's really going on behind the scenes. Okay?
Kim Collins says, I had a dream 10 years ago. Our creator came down throwing fire. People was running and hiding. I stopped them and said, you already knew that the creator was coming. They never left my that never left my mind. This never left my mind.
That's interesting. What does the creator look like? Nita Pepper says, I keep seeing homes destroyed. Yeah, because they about to bring some violent songs. And another thing, they doing too much, goddamn. They going up on the rent, but see, telling y'all, is about to be some changes made. There's a lot of parts to this whole situation. Economic reset.
Hmm.
They got to do what's righteous. They got to get right, get the people right. There ain't no excuse why in this place called America we should have homeless women and children. No excuse. No excuse why there should be homeless women and children at all.
Mm-hmm.
America makes a lot of money, okay? No excuse. All right. Hey, Jocelyn Burrell, long time no see. How are you? How's mommy? Tell her I said hi. What's
uh,
going up there in the north? Okay.
Nisha Danny says, I saw something you shared on Facebook on the fourth dimension transition to fifth dimension. I found that interesting. I began listening to people like Neil deGrasse Tyson after that to understand more about the dimensions.
Who said that?
Nisha Danny.
We got a lot of dimensions, Nisha. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. We got a lot of dimensions. Pretty much right here, right now, this crew on YouTube and Facebook, we are probably in the fifth dimension. Or six, I would say, well, some of you all are in the fifth dimension. Some of us in the sixth and the seventh dimension. Okay. Article stated, well-known author minister died from pneumonia. Family, I said a dark storm was coming 2 years ago from a dream I had 2 years ago. The beginning of it hasn't really started. I think pretty much, like I said, we all have natural intuition. A lot of us, I mean, because we're a part of the all. We're universes within universes. So I think a lot of us are getting dreams, having dreams. They're showing us different visions, whether it's through your dreams or whether it's in real life or real time, what's getting ready to come. But I don't want people to panic. Don't fear.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fear.
Yeah, cause I just today when I seen that old lady when we was at when we was out,
Mm.
I kept picking up her energy, and she was really scared.
Hmm.
The elder lady, I think all the stuff that's going on, I think she had, I don't know if she had on a mask or not, but she was really frightened. Another lady, I seen a couple of older elderly people. They were really frightened because they probably just been at home watching the news and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
and hearing things about their friends, and I just felt
Scared
really bad for her
for the old folks. All right. So,
because they basically telling them they could die if they come in contact with people
yep.
that have, you know what I mean?
Denitra, Lenise Burton, Ira Day. Peace and blessings, family. Okay, we have any more questions? We got about 8 more minutes on here, y'all. 8 more minutes. Are y'all ready? Any other questions? Now, in reference to the topic too, let me just say this. There are good spirits, or as we call them, ancestors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you will know the difference because your spirits and your ancestors, any spirits you communicate is not going to tell you wrong information or steer you wrong or try to get you to do anything wrong. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the thoughts that you may have that may seem like they're bad or evil, those thoughts pretty much have demons attached to them or disagreeable spirits attached to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what those spirits do is they feed off of negative energy. So some may say, well, I have negative thoughts like people say, I want to kill myself. Well, I want to do this. Or tell me to kill this person. Like people with schizophrenic, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times people that are schizophrenic, their voices are telling them it's not their thoughts. And these demons or disagreeables feed off of the energy, the weak energy, the weakness of their body or their physical being. Because a lot of times people don't understand. If you have a weak soul, it's not hard for them to get a hold of your body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not hard.
Nisha Danny says, "Can meditation help me discern when spirit is speaking through my first eye?"
Meditation could, but be very careful. When you're meditating, you want to make sure you're protected because these beings are sitting back in the back and they're waiting for you to meditate. They're waiting for you to get in that state of mind where you just lost in meditation and then they'll jump in your body. Make sure you got protection on. I see this a lot, especially if you are not on your spiritual grind like you're supposed to. People who've been meditating for years are familiar. They know when to come out. They know what to do. I see most of those people okay sometime, but I know one girl. They had to bring her all the way from Delaware to see me because them demons were they were while she was meditating, they was molesting her, touching her breast, touching her body, and I know it was real because when she came to me, as I was doing her cleansing, I seen the imprint of the spirit touching her body.
Yeah, and
It's real.
a lot of sometimes people that are spiritual, but they may like sex a lot. A demon will pick that up, and demons will have sex with you. Yeah.
Y'all remember the movie?
Like with women too. Demons.
Yeah, y'all remember that movie? What was the movie? Not Poltergeist. It was another movie, and the spirit kept snatching her off of the bed, having sex with her. Y'all know the movie I'm talking about. It was a movie that the spirit and her son was trying to save her. Yeah, okay. Be very careful with that. Now, Kim Smith says, Brother Dinkler, you said you was going to explain Beast of No Nation.
No, I didn't. I said y'all need to go check out Beast of No Nations. She wouldn't let me tell y'all what it was because I was saying I said that there's a ritual in there that's real on the
Very, very real.
on the Beast of No Nation.
All right. All right. What you got over there?
No, she said, "Okay, thank you. I didn't know that."
No, it's not Amityville Horror. That's not the one. It's the one where the woman kept getting. Shit. I'm going to think of the name of it. Hold on. Keep talking,
Yeah,
Brother
them
Dinkler.
them spirits though, like she said, and for men, what they're like spirits, they'll do. You'll have like men. That you'll have they'll come to you in dreams and you wake up and your pants be out wet when you wake up. So you know what I mean? Just
That's what it's called. The Entity.
the entity.
Remember that? She was in the room. She would wake up. The spirit was snatching off the bed, having sex with her, all kind of stuff. Throwing her arms in the air.
I ain't seen that video.
You
That
ain't never
movie.
seen The Entity?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, her son was trying to save her, and the demon pushed him out the room and was molesting this woman. It was real. It was based off of a real story. It's
Yeah.
called The Entity.
So y'all gotta be careful what y'all call to y'all when y'all, if you're spiritual, especially if you're spiritual like that.
Right.
Because
Right.
people they be thinking they want it, but they well, some people like that energy though, because you come across a lot of people that come. Remember we had the store in Fayetteville, and they would come, they would come, and they would always like tell us their problems with the spirits and the demons, and then we say, okay, we'll go get the spirit out your house and off your property. Then they'd be like, oh well, I kind of like them, I don't want them all to go.
Yes, because this lady was like that. I was like, well, then you don't want them to go. You don't want them spirits to go. Okay. Thank you, D'Antoine. Yep, we got it. The Entity. Delete info. Y'all watch that. Y'all will see. And this is how you'll know these beings are real.
And she said the spirit that killed her dog and everything.
Yeah, she said, okay, so y'all, she was like, it's a big, big, dark spirit, right? And she was like, and this spirit came over and he was in my horse stable when he killed the dog. Why it always got to be dark spirits, though? Why it got, you know what I mean? That gets me out to the, oh, it's a dark spirit, it's a black spirit, it's a dark spirit. Why it always got to be dark? Right? Don't y'all wonder? All right, y'all, that's the email. All right. Any questions before we get off of here, family? Any questions? Y'all got any questions?
Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. If you're enjoying this show for the first time, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get all the notifications. Um, so basically tonight we talked about understanding your spiritual enemy, and then is it thought or is it spirit? Knowing the difference. Is it thought or is it spirit? And people, you really have to discern between the two because spirit that have you I mean not spirit but these demons, these low well, I can't even talk tonight. These low spirits will have you doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. You know.
Have you doing all kind of stuff you shouldn't be doing. All right. No questions over on YouTube. Any questions on Facebook before we bounce up out of here, y'all? Any questions? We got a few minutes left. How many minutes we got left?
We got
Oh,
no
it's one.
minutes.
Oh, we ain't got no minutes left, y'all. It's 1 hour.
So you want to end this up?
Yeah, there
Okay.
ain't no questions. Ain't nobody asking no questions. Y'all will not be wasting my time.
All right, peace, family.
All right,
Thank y'all
family.
for watching the Spiritual Vault. Please hit the like button and share everywhere.
1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. What y'all gonna do when y'all get off of here? Let us know. All right, family. Thank you for tuning in to the Spiritual Vault. I am Wunam, aka Nikki Love.
And I am Brother Adinkra, your African Indigenous Traditional
Additional
Healers.
healers.
Oh, D Prince says, what does it mean when your heart has to be light as a feather?
D Prince, why you coming? You answer the question. We supposed to get off here. We're about to shut down. Real quick. Heart has to be light as a feather, according to Ampu. According to our great Ampu, and I'm looking over here because
He's right there.
he's over there. Do
You
I
want-
got Ampu? No, I don't have Ampu.
You know-
I have Tahuti. I have the Jehoti. I need to go get Ampu.
Oh no, that ain't on.
Where is my Ampu? Didn't I have an Ampu?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did. Somebody stole my
That's
dog.
your shrine. Oh yeah, you did have an Ampu.
Yeah, I don't see it
Yeah.
over there. Where's my Ampu at?
Well, we was gonna get a bigger one anyway. Remember,
Well,
light as a feather.
that means you must do what's righteous.
Mhm.
Go study the 42 laws of my arts. Understand, light as a feather, love, compassion, do what's righteous. You understand? That's what you can't have a heavy heart. You don't
Yeah.
want to have no issues. Don't carry burdens in your soul.
Mhm.
Okay?
And you can't have any issues of wanting to. You can't let your heart like. You can't be. When you pass, you can't be holding on to this dimension in this earth if you want to move on to the next dimension also.
Exactly.
So your heart can't be weighed down by that.
Exactly.
Candy Rain says, "Good night, fam. I'm trying to get my babies in the tub."
All right, get the babies in the tub and y'all have a beautiful evening and enjoy, embrace this energy, relax. You understand? Watch TV, eat as much as you want. Don't eat too much because everybody's eating a lot, getting fat. So, and just enjoy this energy. Don't fear, don't get scared. Just enjoy the energy and go with the flow of energy and y'all will be fine. Thank you again for tuning in to the Spiritual Vault. I am Wunam, aka Nikki Love, your African Indigenous Traditional Healer.
And I'm Brother Adinkra. Again, for the third time, your African Indigenous Traditional Healer. Thank you, family.
And make sure y'all share. Don't be selfish. Let the world know. A lot of people are becoming awoken. Don't be selfish. Blessings, family.
Peace.
Peace.